Your Country 1039 KGRT. Mr. Luke Combs back in the saddle. Yeah, that'll get you going in the morning, won't it?
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Your question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And get there early because it's warming up a lot these days. And although it'd be nice to walk around downtown with a nice cool drink in your hands, right? Yeah. Friends, our question of the day today is about our hobbies. In particular, because of a story that I saw about Legos. They've been around for about 75 years. And, of course, lots of fun toys for the generations that have been building with Legos. And these days, it's still fun, but get a little serious, get a little expensive in there, right? I mean, some of the 5 most expensive Lego sets that you can buy today, like $650 for a Star Wars, in particular, because I know the Star Wars fans will get this, the Venator Fast Republic Attack Cruiser. Yeah, and then you got to put it together. They've got the Titanic you can buy. They've got the Millennium Falcon. Star Wars, of course, dominating these. And the number one that you can buy for $1,000, Death Star. Yeah, a lot of pieces, and all you got to do is just put it together after that. But yeah, it started thinking about there's lots of different hobbies out there, especially as adults, because as adults, maybe you got a little extra spending cash to spend on your hobbies, and sometimes you pick a hobby and it just gets expensive for sure. So my question for you today, what hobby do you spend way too much money on? Yeah, I thought I had a hobby about headphones because I kept spending a lot of money on trying to find the perfect set of headphones, and then I found them. I've had these for like 10 years now. They're awesome. But then I had a small guitar buying habit during the pandemic. That was not good. These days, I don't know. I don't think I'm got any bad hobbies other than taking a lot of naps, and those are cheap. They really are. So unless you want to try and find the perfect mattress, then that can get a little expensive. But once again, I ask you, what hobby do you spend way too much money on? Or have you kind of chilled out with all of the hobbies and the money spending? Go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, you can call them in. You can text them in. 575-523. KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. Of course, we are live on our social media pages, so you can go ahead and leave your comments there as well for our Facebook and YouTube page. And we do a little extra online, so come join us there when we get in. But yeah, hobbies can get expensive, and now that we're adults, some of those hobbies we had as a kid are really expensive. Some of them can make you some money, too, so that's always a cool thing. Remember all those Pokemon cards you lost? Oh, man. Let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right, all the good buttons are pushed, and yeah, I mean, personally, as a kid, I collected comic books. I mean, I had tons and tons of comic books, and I sold them all just before the big comic book boom hit, like in the mid-'90s. So like 92, 93, I think I sold them all. And then I think 95, 96, man, it just went nuts. And I had all the good ones too. But that's just a regret about hobbies that I did not keep up with, because I wish I had. But no, the hobbies that we spend way too much money on, like I said, it could be anything from, I don't know, making trips, collecting things, or just, I know a lot of musicians out there, you know, it might start off as a little hobby where you pick up the guitar every once in a while, and next thing you know, you have like 10 guitars, right? I don't have 10 guitars. Got 6. 4 of them are basses, so that doesn't count, right? Yeah, no, that doesn't count. So, yeah, what hobby do you spend way too much money on? Go ahead and let me know your answers. Once again, 575-523-KGRT. 575-523-5478. Before Pokemon, we used to have a savings account. Actually, a savings account is a good hobby to start right there. Financial advice from Gino. Normally, you don't have to follow it because I am terrible at financial stuff. Trust me, my bank account is well aware of that. But tell your kids when they get their first paycheck and they get all upset about how many taxes are taken out, that number in taxes, match it in a savings account and just do that throughout your life. Trust me, you will save a lot more for retirement that way in the end. Compound interest, friends. But once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. What hobby do you spend way too much money on? Go ahead and let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, and leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's kind of see what's going on in and around the world. Not a lot going on. Jordan Sparks apparently going to perform the national anthem before the 110th Indianapolis 500. That race is set for the 24th of May. Preakness being held tonight as well. I understand the Preakness also going to be held at a different place from Plimico because they're doing some renovations or they have to get some stuff taken care of that. So they're actually holding it at a different racetrack. But that's going to be this weekend. Also saw that, if you're a Nutella fan, get ready for this one because they recently announced its first ever ice cream line. That's right. That goody Nutella goodness in ice cream form. Yeah, they're selling Nutella ice cream tubs and single-serve wafer cones, all for under $6. So not only the Nutella goodness in ice cream form, but at a pretty good price as well. You might want to keep an eye out for that one. And I also saw that Michael Jordan surprised a former teacher in hospice with a FaceTime call. That's right. Michael Jordan's former teacher from Wilmington, North Carolina, recently had a FaceTime call with him. The teacher, Mrs. Etta, is in hospice and wanted to hug him one last time. Nurses connected Jordan and Mrs. Etta online, and they spent some time laughing and reminiscing, which is actually pretty cool. I'm going to tell you, interesting thing. I got caught up in this last night. I love it when the younger generations discover the older things. And if you ask a lot of basketball fans, they'll have this argument about LeBron James is the GOAT or who else is better than LeBron James. And then they show them some Michael Jordan clips and they go, oh, somebody went through a big comparison I watched last night. And I'm going like, yeah, if you've seen him play, you know. But anyway, that's on a side note right there. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. What hobby do you spend way too much money on? Is it collecting things? I have a friend of mine now that seems to be on a BTS kick, and I actually helped her pick something up yesterday, and I better get my money back. I'm just saying. But, we do have a tendency to spend a little bit of extra cash on the things that we enjoy, right? Right. Let me know your answers. Once again, call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. I knew that one was coming up. My friend that does the race cars just sent that text in. Yeah, I knew that one was coming because he is a mechanic builder. And, he sent me a picture of an engine. Goodness, what size is the turbo on that thing? Good looking engine. Anyway, let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.